Oh yes, welcome back to Marvel Contest of Champions News. It's your Monday 28th of January edition of Marvel Contest of Champions News, now brought to you with less N-words. Yes, the N-word, the one word that the community never wants to hear because it's scary as hell. It's like Lord Voldemort, you just don't say it in Harry Potter. Well, we're going to replace the N-word in the community with this N-word, nuggets. And we won't be talking about any other champions being nuggeted anytime soon, or at least we hope. And by that I mean, let's start with the first story. Our first story begins with a very interesting talk about the fact that, well, Daredevil doesn't get a mention of certain things when it comes to his abilities. Now, we all know that he's technically blind. Some people do, some people don't. But his sensory abilities are heightened more than Spider-Man. But did you know that the way he interacts with things like intangibility and invisibility are not really mentioned any of his abilities? Now, even if you go and have a look on his actual abilities, you're like, well, it could really be mentioned. Kabam Mike says that this is the case, that it's not going to be put in anytime soon, and there will be other champions coming in the future, potentially, that will not have mention of the way that these things interact. For example, the same thing can be said for the inverted controls and the mind control stuff with Emma Frost versus champion like Magneto. So it is annoying not to see this stuff, and I would hope that Kabam will go a little bit high on that detail, because it's quite handy to then go through different champions and go, hey, that new champion's come in, it's got this ability, but technically this other champion interacts with it in a way that would nullify that effect or bypass that effect. And as Going comes up with a good idea that, why don't you just put hashtags? That would be cool. Anyway, what's your thoughts? Put them in the comments section below. I don't know why. This is all about congratulating the meme thread, because it's like reached 100k views, which is fantastic and thoroughly deserved. It's probably one of the most popular threads on there, so yeah, it's great. But I'm laughing because I'm a big Austin Powers fan, and just seeing this, I noticed you didn't read the notes. I also like to live dangerously. In any case, I'm not going to spoil any of the memes, because at the moment they're getting better and better, which I think is fantastic. Strongly suggest going to the link in the description and giving the meme thread so much more support than it's ever had. Keep posting your memes, because they're great. We did memes review back a little while ago, and we do cover this from time to time. So it's always exciting to see what ideas people come up with, because they are brilliant. Next up, and what do you think the class of Doctor Doom should be? Always a very interesting conversation to find out what people think with placement of the champion. Now, Kabam may be on the idea of going, right, well, should it be Mystic? And I personally would hope that it is. I've got something waiting for a potential Doctor Doom at 5-star if he is a Mystic. But the fact is, yeah, where do people lie on the decision of where he should go as a class? Currently, it is a resounding Mystic. Now, it's very difficult to satisfy everybody on this. Now, they could say that due to some piece of tech based on armor being created for him, that applies in more of a tech. However, though, a lot of the gargantuan properties of science could be the factor in his powers. But there also is the other aspect, the fact that he traveled to different dimensions, I believe, and absorbed himself in the knowledge of the dark arts. He even for a brief period was given and worked with the symbiote supreme kind of powers after Doctor Strange stepped down. There's so many argument points to put him into all of the classes mentioned. However, though, I feel that because of the lesser of two evils, and to give us a strong villain and strong champion, and the fact of the Mystic problem, let's not discount that, because there is a strong Mystic problem, he more than likely will be a Mystic champion. And those with opposition camps and understandings, yeah, you're absolutely right. It could be either tech, it could be either science, and it could be even Mystic. If they could smush them all together, I'm sure they would, and create this Karnak-ish supervillain. But the fact is, I think just to keep it easy, satisfy our Mystic problem, and kind of go with the strongest mystical base champion, let's just go Mystic. Next up, and we have got a mention from Kabam Mike about the fact of don't use third-party programs. But the problem is they keep being used. We go, okay, there's an arena bot ban. The arena scores look good for a while. Then it's a case that we have to go, right, they're too high again. They're up to 60 odd mil for new champions. Yeah, we're going to do arena bot ban. And it's just like it happens not frequently. It needs to happen more frequently, or there needs to be something in place in order to recognize what's going on. It's all well and good deterring people for half a year, but then it's a case if they're back again doing it, then it's just completely unfair. Next up, and it's Love Day. That special somebody in your life. It doesn't matter who it is or what it is. The fact is, people love one another. And sometimes the people that love one another play Marvel Contest of Champions. Or in most cases, when you talk to your partner about it, oh, I'm playing this game. You're playing that game. Can you stop playing that game? Stop tapping on that game. You're watching that person on the YouTube and playing the game. Oh, are you absolutely stupid? Are you crazy? What's wrong with you? You're a weirdo. And that's love at the end of the day. That's love. And it doesn't matter if you love that person and they don't understand you playing that game. I'm sure that a lot of us can relate in that circumstance. There are couples that play Marvel Contest of Champions, which is beautiful. And in this forum post, people are exchanging lovely moments of when they've shared lovely times with their partner. But also, it's important to share those times where you think that you just want to throw your device and the nearest person will probably do. And for those that are single, do remember the fact that yes, you do need two hands to play Marvel Contest of Champions, but if you're quite skilled to use one hand, then well, you can do what you like with the other one. But also share a thought for those that are very jealous of you and playing the game. For example, yes, jealous wives, jealous boyfriends, jealous husbands, jealous significant others that go, you're playing with that game more than you're playing with me. So yeah, spare a thought for the other people. Funny enough, M's actually picked up Marvel Contest of Champions, but the fact is, well, we got Red Dead Redemption 2 and a PS4, and there's less stress involved. So I think she made a wise decision. And speaking of being stress-free, my God, yeah. How do you guys cope with the stress of Marvel Contest of Champions? Because, you know, sometimes you get RNG, the fact that you try and move on your handset, and it's a case of, oh, right, yeah, I didn't move, I just stayed there and just ate a load of damage. Oh, I have to spend on revives. Oh, yeah, of course, that's a thing, isn't it? Yes, how do you cope with that? With Kabam videos even responding saying, yeah, go to another game and then come back. Well, what if the other game's better than this game? Then that's a bit silly, isn't it? Don't tell people to go away and then come back because the other game may be better. It may treat you better. It may say nice things to you. It may give you better RNG. Didn't think about that, did you? Idiot. Okay, all joking aside, it's time to be real because like we can have a bit of sarcasm jokes, but the fact is, got to be serious on this, and that is arena cutoffs. Now, unfortunately, I don't have all the full information about where champions lay, and the fact is, this is the information I've got to go off. So, Electro, for definite, I've seen 1.7 mil for that, and then we've got Diablo. I've seen some reports that he's gone for 11 to 13 mil, and I can't clarify that. A lot of people have said that rather than showing any kind of proof. So, that'll be interesting to see if he indeed has been affected by that arena bot ban. And also it does look like something's happened because I've seen the 5-star version of Diablo go for 27 mil. Now I think I've seen this briefly, but the information was then taken away and it was a still image. So it could be a case he's gone a lot lower than 27 mil. If you want the 1 to 10%, I personally put in 10.5 mil in order to get those 2,000 5-star shards and also 200 6-star shards. My predictions are below here for your information if you are interested in doing the round 2 grind. And very good luck to everybody that is going to do it. So that has been your Marvel Contest of Champions news for the 28th of January 2019. Please remember to drop into the live stream tonight at 1900 hours GMT. I've got some new graphics or animation things. It's not really that much exciting. It's just some stuff that people said, can you just get rid of the Wolverine quite so much? So we've got some more there and some other stuff as well. But yeah, hopefully see you later on for the live stream, and make sure to keep subscribing, put post notifications on, like the video, that piddly crap. And yeah, just generally enjoy your life and don't mention nuggets. Thanks so much for watching, and I shall catch you in the next one. Bye bye for now.